Well, good morning. I'm going to show you this old ancient way of preserving food. That'll work. I got my table all set up here. And a long time ago, they didn't have refrigeration. Oh, they had a few ice houses and stuff. It's cold in here. Let me light a candle. That might keep me a little bit warmer. It's 10 degrees outside. And that's a little cold. Well, a long time ago they used to preserve stuff in vinegar and preserve stuff in wine. Yes, wine. Now they have a method to it, and they make their own homemade vinegar just like I do. They make their own homemade wine just like I do. Now I'm going to turn you down on my table. I've got to make some more wine up this. Okay, here we go. Turn you down here. Man, a little bit further. There we go. Now we got it going. All right. Here is some pickled eggs with vegetables. I done 10th month, first day of 23. It's got all kinds of vegetables in it. And now I stored them in vinegar, which right here I make my own homemade vinegar. This is a half gallon. I believe it is, I want to say apple vinegar. And here is some wine. And this is apple wine. Now here's some mixed vegetables and sausages preserved in vinegar. All right. And I did this 10th month, 4th day of 23. You can keep it up to 5 years safely. So there's my homemade vegetables I usually and eggs. I usually store in vinegar. Let me move this. I gotta make that up this today. And this is my wine, apple wine, that I will store fruits in, like cherries, pears, apples, and I haven't got any going right now. I like to sit there and eat fermented cherries and fruit in wine. But like I said, that's why I make wine, and that's why I make a lot of vinegar. Is for these. I gave these away for Christmas presents to friends with pickled eggs. Like I said, you can store a lot of food pretty easy. Now I dehydrate, I pickle, I store in wine. Let's see. I freeze food, but I do a lot of and canning, and we're gonna smell this. You can smell your vinegar and see how strong it is. I put wax paper on the bottom of these lids because vinegar will eat the damn lid up. Let me give it a smell. Ooh, I can smell the lid. Yep, it's strong. Good vinegar. That lid back on. You can tell when vinegar is vinegar. Time the lid. Like I said, I can do a lot of these vegetables with that vinegar. Now fruit, let's check this fruit out. Oh, pop the top, you hear it? Oh, you can smell the alcohol in that. But that's how I come I do vinegar and alcohol. Now you can preserve it in wine, you can preserve it in beer, and if you want to distill some real strong alcohol, you can just make moonshine and store fruit and basically pure alcohol. But like I said, when hard times hit, I can sit here and eat this for 2 or 3 days, and it's good for the digestive system. Anything that's been pickled. You can pickle in honey. But like I said, that's what I'm up to. I got my candle going. Keeps my hands warm. It's 10 degrees outside. We had a real low last night. I don't know exactly how low it got down to, but it got down pretty damn low. But like I said, store up your food for the long haul. Make your own vinegar. And vinegar is easy to make. Anything that ferments apple peelings. Here we go. Headed south again. I never can get this shit right. Hell, I can't see it at all now. Like I said, I ain't worth a shit when it comes to making a video, but by God, I know damn well I can preserve food. Sorry about the language. I got a bunch more stuff coming today. Cold back in this room. What's the temp? Oh, around 60. Makes it a little cold. Maybe I'll light another fire. Don't worry, I don't leave these burning when I'm out. But like I said, like it's raisin vinegar. I'll be using that up. Pickle some more. In the spring, you have a lot of vegetables. Zucchini, squash, carrots, all kinds of vegetables can be stored in vinegar. Now, I like to store my fruits, like cherries, apples, hard fruits, grapes, all that I store in wine. And like I said, I'll take a gallon jar. I don't know where I got one right here. Or I take me a quart jar. I'll put all my cherries or grapes or plums or whatever, and then I fill it up with wine. It don't matter what kind of wine. It'll give a little taste to it. Pineapple, apple, cherry wine. I'm going to do some red grape wine here in a little bit. Here's some pineapple wine. But right here, like I told them kids, you can buy this fruit juice 100% if you don't want to take the fruit and ferment it yourself. This here is red grapes. So I'm going to make me some red wine out of it. Now, this probably be for drinking if you want to know the truth. I don't give a dang. But like I said, this is how they did it in medieval times. I've got a bunch of little odds and ends to do today. I've got this wine to make up. I got wine to pour up. I've got all kinds of stuff going. But like I said, I'll be eating on these here for a couple of years. Or I get a piece of sausage out with some vegetables. I also use the vinegar in there for my salads. Get a little olive oil. But save whatever you can. Get yourself going. Let me see. I've got some big crocks over here, that 2 and 3 gallon crocks. I'm gonna put a bunch of vegetables in it this spring and ferment them. And then I'll seal the glass lid up. But like I said, there's always some of these things you can buy at garage sales and thrift stores to do your fermenting in. It's, them juice things. Let me see what I got. I ain't getting that to show you, though. What in the world back here? Can't have that there. But like I said, pretty bad back here. I got the heat turned off, the air ducts, or whatever you want to call them damn things. Because there ain't no sense of having it warm all over the damn house. 60 degrees. But that ain't too bad. But like I said, I got a little bit of heat going. But when you make your vinegars, let's say you can make it out of onions. I'm thinking about doing some of that. I got a bunch of onions that I'm going to dehydrate. But you can put some onions in water. I used try that well water or something that don't have chlorine in it. And then I got my what is it? My vinegar starter with the mother in it. I pour a little bit in it, probably half a cup, and then water, and then I put a rag on it and let it go to vinegar. But like I said, same way with my wine. If I'm making it from scratch, I'll do pineapple shavings, or I'll do apple peels, the byproduct of whatever fruit you got going. Let's see what else. It's pineapple wine. No, this banana. That's banana wine. Made out of peelings and a couple old rotted bananas that went bad on me. That I didn't get a chance to eat. This is pineapple wine. What's way over here? I know this is pineapple wine. My wine cabinet's full. That's why I got it stacked all around my feet. That's a pineapple. I made a lot of pineapple because the damn pineapples were cheap. This is pineapple wine. I bought a bunch of pineapples under $1. It was bad. They're going bad in the grocery store and they want to get rid of them. Here's some more. I'll use most of this up. What the hell? I'll use most of this up when it comes down to doing my fruit, sand plums and all kinds of berries. I'll do raspberries, blackberries, and I'll use some blackberry wine. I got that. But I'll ferment them berries up, ferment the cherries. I like harder skinned things to really ferment good, like cherries, not bananas, but things that's got a skill like grapes, plums, prunes, apples, pears, that kind of stuff in my wines. And my vegetables, You can put any kind of vegetable in here in the vinegar. And sausage, I put sausage in this one. Now, in vinegar, a lot of people just make sure the lid, I always put the lid back on it. Now, in canning, I leave the ring off of it. In pickling, I'll keep the lid on it. Because even if it busts the seal and the seal don't work, that vinegar ain't going to go bad. And honey, 2,000 years I can keep that. And plus, like I said, I've got some things I've got to get done today. I'm going to make up that wine, that red wine. And then I haven't made any vinegar in a while. I've only got about, 15, 20 gallons. And that goes fast when you start pickling your spring crop. I tell if I can't grow it, I do it at the farmer's market when it's abundant. Zucchini, squash, everything in my vinegars. But I made my own vinegar. That saved me a little bit of money. You can buy that cheap distilled white vinegar if you like. Any of that good vinegar that they sell. I just don't want to pay the money. I can make it cheaper. I can make it out of just scraps. But like I said, I've got to get some earth grow lights plugged in. Got to change them bulbs over there. And I bought these little bulbs for my earth grow, my microgreens. I'm going to use that. It's sort of cool back here and they ain't starting off good. I got them in the sunny area, but you know how the winter is when it's a -10, -20. I'm getting an early start, probably too early. But like I said, do your preserving. You smoke the meat. I've got a smoker. I've got 4 dehydrators. I mean, there's always something how to store stuff. I'm curious to see how this works. But my microgreens are coming up. My bell peppers ain't, so I ain't started my tomato plants yet from seed. But like I said, do your diligent on I don't know how many gallons of wine I got. I make wine and make wine and make wine. And then I make it up and pour it up in these bottles. And if it ages good, I'll use it for cooking and drinking. Now, in pickling, if it's a little tangy or whatever, I'll pickle fruit and stuff in it to sweeten it up. But like I said, you can look online to find out how to make wine. You can look on how to make vinegar. You can look on how to pickle eggs. Everybody's got their own recipe. I put a little bit of salt in mine, make a brine on the stove, warm up that vinegar and with salt in it, and then I pour it in the jar, seal it, put my food in it, and pour it in there and seal it up. I don't even have to worry about vacuum sealing. I mean, it'll vacuum itself. But if you want to, you can put it in a water bath for 10, 15 minutes to make the seal go pop down. But like I said, it's going to be a cold. We got bad winter coming, not all this week, but next week it's going to be record temperature. So it's probably in the -20s and -30s. I've got to keep this back room a little bit warm because I don't want no of the food to bust. Vinegar won't hardly freeze, wine won't hardly freeze, but I've got some canned goods. I don't want them puffing up. But like I said, learn to survive. I don't give a damn what the damn government's doing. I seen where they're hitting them up north pretty hard, making them say they could only have 10 chickens and they couldn't have but a real small greenhouse and all this other bullshit. What I'm trying to tell you, what the government don't know ain't gonna hurt them some bitches. Yeah, I cuss. I'm old. I'm really, really old. I shouldn't be doing any of this. Like my daughter said, Dad, I said, honey, I'm trying to leave these videos for you kids. Because I ain't going to be along probably another 5 years or so if I live that long. But I'm going to show you how to preserve food and how to do it on nothing. You know, you make vinegar out of pine needles. And it's an edible. You can make vinegar out of any organic product. Now, if you can't eat the product, then it's cleaning vinegar to clean with. If you can eat it, like apple vinegars or pears or whatever, if you can eat that fruit or that substance, then the vinegar is good to put on your salads and drink and use for food. Like distilling pickled eggs. These are duck eggs, by the way. I think I did 15, 20 dozen of duck eggs. I like a duck egg pickled better than a chicken egg. The yolks are bigger. I like the yolk. Well, I've got to get this stuff done. And I've got to put this back on the shelves. And but like I said, I've got my wine, two or three wine cabinets. I got 2 wine cabinets and a bunch of boxes filled up with wine, plus this overflow. But I buy them bottles at garage sales, thrift stores. I order some online. But like I said, at 10 degrees, I think it got down probably -8 last night. But it was cold. My dogs they're still in bed. I'm going to let you go. I've got things I've got to get done. I say that every damn day when I make a video. But I do. I got a lot of stuff I got to get done. Well, I still got the energy to do it. What did I put over there in them? I vacuum sealed them. Try to remember what I sealed up in them half-gallon jars I've got stacked up over there. I don't know what it was. I'll look over. I should write on the box. But like I said, I told my kids, if you, there's vinegar, food. I mean, you gotta stay diligent on your stuff. It don't take to make vinegar. You can just put it on the cabinet, put it underneath the cabinet, put it back in the cabinet. Same way with your wine. They don't have to be in the sun, this, that, and the other. In fact, it's better off not being in the sun. Put it underneath the damn bed. You know, if you can't do half gallons, you can do pints. Little pint jars. Or you can use these great big crocks I got around here for vinegar. I don't like to make them in wine because I make my wine up in small batches. I'll make it up in gallon plastic jars, jugs, milk jugs, if I have a just raw fruit like peelings of oranges or peelings. I make orange wine. You can make a wine out of anything organic. Trust me, if you can eat it, you can make a wine out of it. You make a vinegar out of it with eatable, edible, and non-edible. I preserve turnips in vinegar. But fruits is what I put in wine. Vegetables I put in vinegar. And you can switch them if you like, but that's my method. What else I got? I could get my construction hat on. What the hell's all in here? Um, an old construction hat I had. Well, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna put this back on the shelf. I'm gonna change my bulb out to an earth grow light, and I'm gonna check and see how much honey I got, cause the guy that I contact, he sells a lot of honey through Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then he don't sell too much. Well, this winter, early spring is when his honey comes off, and I want to be ready for his quart jars and stuff. And I buy that raw honey, farm fresh. You like my farm fresh eggs, and gotta find me a place for farm fresh milk. But like I said, I am gonna do the best I can. You guys have a great day, and I gotta put this shit up.